Hey guys, mahal everyone, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here. Welcome to my YouTube channel with another video on the global version of Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. This video is going to be part 5 on my video series, The X Factor, where we cover particular EX weapons that we're going to be seeing soon within the global version of Opera Omnia. This video is going to be covering the EX weapons for Edgar, Firion, and Garnet. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about these EX weapons. Now, some things to remember when you're watching, especially if you are brand new to this series, our EX weapons grant a character 70 CP with a maximum of 80 CP when you fully level and limit break them. EX abilities do have a recast speed ranging from slow to fast, and again, this video series is intended to show off these amazing weapons and help newer players and free-to-play players understand if the said character can still be useful even without it, as EX weapons have the lowest drop rate amongst the 5-star weapons. So again, we're going to talk about the first character, which is going to be Edgar. His EX weapon is called Trident, which grants him the ability Chainsaw, Chainsaw being a 5-hit melee brave plus HP attack. Overall brave damage it deals is 300%. It also deals additional brave damage to machines because we know he is the machine killer. It also has the brave overflow mechanic, overflowing up to 120% of max brave. It grants Edgar the unique buff called Machinery for 6 turns, Machinery being that unique buff that increases the brave damage Edgar deals by 10% for every debuff present on the targeted enemy. This EX ability has a slightly slow recast speed. At 1 limit break, it raises the damage on Chainsaw. 2 limit break raises Chainsaw's max overflow limit to 150%, and at 3 limit break, it raises the recast speed of Chainsaw. So my verdict on Trident is, our resident machine killer king benefits fairly well from this EX. By having an overflow with the skill and the unique buff to deal additional brave damage per debuff on the target, Edgar could potentially deal large amounts of damage to a single target. If you are an Edgar fanatic or main, it's recommended to try and acquire this EX for him. And something that I've added to this particular X Factor and the ones moving forward are the first banner appearance and repeats of the EX weapon. So this weapon is going to first be appearing on the Realm character event banner, which upon the making of this video is going to be the next character event that we're going to be seeing soon in global. However, it has yet to repeat, so after the Realm character event, we may not see this weapon return anytime soon unless they decide to change things in global. So that is going to be my verdict on the Edgar Trident EX weapon. The next one we're going to look at is Firion Sunblade. So this grants him the EX ability Master of Arms. This is going to be a 3-hit AoE range Brave plus HP attack. It has a base Brave damage of 240%. However, it's at 360% when you unlock Master of Arms Plus, which Master of Arms Plus requires your HP to be at 80% of or greater of max HP. So as long as Firion's HP is 80% or greater of his max HP, then you're going to have access to Master of Arms Plus, which essentially is the harder hitting version of this EX ability. HP damage dealt is 100% to all targets. So this is not split, it is not splash damage, it's just straight up 100%. Exactly the same as Tidus's EX ability. The recast speed on this is going to be slightly slow. At 1 limit break, it raises the brave damage dealt by Master of Arms. At 2, raises the brave damage dealt by Master of Arms to a single target. And at 3, raises the recast speed of Master of Arms. So my verdict on this weapon is, while lacking any sort of buff on this EX weapon, because this EX weapon doesn't grant him any buff, giving Firion an AoE 100% HP attack that only grows stronger with his HP being at 80% or higher is a great asset to his kit. This EX weapon is a great option to have on him and will make him a lot more effective damage-wise. And it works well with his kit because he has an ability that sustains himself with Blood Weapon, and then his other ability is also a Brave Battery to the party, provided that you have him fully awakened and fully crystal leveled. So this EX weapon definitely helps him out. So the first banner appearance for this weapon is going to be on the Leon character event banner, which should be after the Realm character event for global, and then it does repeat, so it does show up again on the Summer banner part 2, where it actually features 3 EX weapons. So if you don't happen to get it on the Leon character event, you have time to save up for it again because it does repeat itself in the Summer banner part 2. And then the last and the third one we're going to discuss is going to be Garnet's EX Asura Rod. So this EX weapon grants her the ability Sacred Prayer. Sacred Prayer grants Brave to the party based on 50% of users' max Brave, so it has a Brave battery mechanic. It also recovers everyone's HP based on 50% of their max HP, and it also grants the unique buff called Sacred Prayer to the party for 10 turns. Sacred Prayer grants Brave regen based on 80% of initial Brave, and it also gives all party members enchant water, so their brave attacks deal water damage, and also enchant thunder, where their brave attacks deal thunder damage. It does have a slow recast speed. At 1 limit break, it lowers the action delay of Sacred Prayer. At 2, the brave gain to the party is now at 60%, and the heal to the party is now at 60%, and at 3, it raises the recast speed of Sacred Prayer. So the verdict on this weapon is, Garnet in a nutshell is an elemental damage dealer who also supports the party at the same time as a brave battery and brave sustainer, taking into account her base abilities. Now her EX weapon gives her an additional option now as a fairly strong healer, because when you have this EX weapon, I mean, even the base healing alone, 50% of max HP, that's pretty high, and then it only gets stronger at 60% when you limit break it. And as well as further strengthening her support with the unique buff it provides. So Sacred Prayer grants a Brave regen, and on top of that, Garnet already grants Brave regen provided that you have her other weapon passives, so both of those Brave regens will stack. So you're getting 2 Brave regens happening for the party, which is pretty powerful. So I'm gonna say that this EX weapon is also a must for Garnet mains, and its first banner appearance is the Garnet Lost Chapter banner, and this is also going to mark the era of when EX weapons actually start appearing on Lost Chapters. So when Garnet's Lost Chapter comes out to global, it's going to mark the era of when we're going to start seeing Lost Chapters for the featured Lost Chapter character. However, unfortunately, this EX weapon has yet to repeat. So for us global players, once this comes out, if you want your chance to get Garnet's EX weapon, be sure to try to grab it on this banner because it has yet to even repeat on the JP version of the game. Alright guys, well that is going to be it for part 5. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful in preparation for these particular EX weapons to come out for global. Again, if you guys have any suggestions on video series for Dissidia Opera Omnia or any other content that I do on my channel, please let me know in the comments section below, as well as the communities that I link, such as my Discord that I always have linked on the video description, as well as the pinned comments of every video. Once again, I am 40 the Broadway saying, stay tuned for the next video, and mahal everyone.